I'm not going to lie, I don't think anyone saw this one coming.
I've just been having a bit of a mare all day, to be honest.
What's happened?
Me and Francesca broke up.
I feel so sorry for her.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I thought that they were like in it for the long run. That's what they kind of look like.
Hello and welcome back to Towie Drive Out. I am your host, Ahura, the fashion queen of the London scene, and I'm here to spill all that downtown tea because we're here today to give you all the goss. On this week's episode, Towie travels back in time and goes all Regency, an Aggie breakup, or is it even a breakup when it's just after 3 dates? And an actual breakup no one saw coming. Girls, it's time to roll those titles and let's get into it. Ah! I have a very special panel of guests with me today, starting with Essex's boy Tom.
What's happening?
The new kid on the block, Roman.
Is that in your right?
The natural Wendy beauty, Chloe Meadows.
Hey.
And of course, all hail the queen, Amy Childs.
Thank you, my darling. Hello.
So guys, how are we all feeling?
Do you know what? So I'm in my orangery basically, and there's so much sun that comes in. So first of all, I'm hungover, and second of all, you know, the sun
I knew you were hungover.
It's on the presenter.
Blame the sun all you want.
Yes. So I'm feeling a bit of a diva sitting here right now with my glasses on.
So we've all obviously been the new kid on the block before, but I don't quite think anyone has done it as cool as our new kid on the block, Roman Hackett.
Obviously, at the start, I was nervous, so I didn't know what to expect. But since I've been on it, it's been so good. I'm so happy I joined the cast.
I wanted to talk to you and see how it was going, see how filming was going, see how you were liking it. I always try and make sure when there are new people, I'm always like, hey, how's everything going? How are you finding it?
Chloe, you're such a lovely girl, honestly.
But also, which is like a credit to you, you're very mature, but I think people don't realise you're 18, so you're not even in the same age group as a lot of people, but you do fit within that age group. Do you know what I'm saying? So that can be even more intimidating when it's everyone older than you as well.
Yeah, you're going to be carrying the show in 10 years' time because you're only 18. We'll all be off old and you'll be still on the show.
Roman, now that you've met everyone in the Towie cast, is there anyone that you have really got along with or anyone that you're a bit unsure about?
I get along with everyone, to be fair. The main person would probably be Gatsby. Obviously, because I come on the show knowing Danny, so I've been close with Danny before. And Gatsby took me under his wing, really, looking after me.
So in the last episode, we saw Amy take us back to the 1800s as we travelled to the Regency Regal Essex Ball. So Amy, how much did it cost to look that good?
I don't talk about money. But no, I feel like it was my party and I had to be the queen that day. I must admit, I did feel like I was the queen though, so...
You look like the queen.
Thanks, Hum. Thanks.
It was the hair for me.
The hair took about 2.5 hours, and I actually did do the school run in the hair. So what the mums must think of me at that school, really don't know.
So it's hard work being a girl, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's hard work being a girl, it's hard work being a mum. Yeah, Tom, thank you. It is bloody hard work.
Was there anyone that we thought that maybe broke the dress code or just did not make an effort?
Dan Edgar. Saf didn't really go for it either.
Harry and Rum.
They look like it was going to a wedding.
Now, I'm no dating expert, that is a fact. However, I do think that when you go on a date out for a fancy meal and it ends up with you getting the boot, it probably wasn't successful. So what do we all think about Rem getting a little bit irate?
In my eyes, I've tried to do everything I can for you, and you're
Rem, you
not
should've got
sure.
the hint.
You're not sure.
We've literally been on 3 dates. The way that you're going right now is extreme.
In the heat of the moment, when you hear something you don't like, he's reacted. So I can understand it, but he was in the wrong, but he's held his hands up.
They've only been on 3 dates.
It wasn't deep at all. The thing he said, what annoyed him, he said, because 4 or 5 days before she was saying thanks for being patient and this, that, and the other. So he said it was a complete mixed signal. So he said that's why I reacted how I reacted.
So she could have just been more honest from the get-go, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, well,
But sometimes you don't know from the get-go. Sometimes it takes you to take some time to see if you like someone or not. I think that's normal. That's the point of dating, no?
I 100% agree with that. It does take time. I just think what annoyed him was that he felt like he just got a mixed signal within the space of a few days. So
when he probably wanted her to probably just say, look, you know, it's not really going to work out. You know, I think that. But I think the only thing with him, I think because he went like mad, but like you said, Tom, you're his best friend, so do you know what I mean? He knows that. Because obviously caught in the moment, you get a bit angry, don't you? Do you know what I mean? So that's what might have happened.
In this week's episode, we saw Chloe Sims finally face one of her biggest fears, public speaking. Do any of you guys have a fear of public speaking?
I was actually head girl at school.
So was I, Amy. I knew we were bonded.
Yes, Chloe. Now listen, I was head girl, so I was always very confident. I was always, you know, I used to love speaking. So then going into the public eye and whatever, it don't actually bother me.
Do you remember doing like school play or something like that?
I was always Cinderella, and then like Alice in Wonderland. I'd always be Alice in Wonderland. So I think I was just a very confident child.
But is now trying to patch up people's friendships a fear of yours now, Chloe?
Yes, absolutely. I will never do it again. Ever, ever, ever. I will leave people to their problems. I just thought it would be a nice thing, try and get Amber and Clelia to, you know, I knew they weren't going to be best friends, but I thought that they might get to a place where if I had a party, they could both be there, but apparently not.
So how are things with you and Clelia now that Amber laid it all out to you?
We're still friends, like, you know, we like texts, and I messaged her after the REM thing just to see if she was all right. I haven't taken a step back or anything. It's probably the same as what it was before.
Roman, so in the words of Pete Wicks, are you scared of any big sharks in the ocean?
She jumped in the ocean with the sharks for a bit, and now she's back in the pond with the fish.
I'm just doing me, literally. If anyone wants to come in and have their opinion on stuff, they can, but I've got no fears at all. Like, I make my choices.
None at all. You're not even scared of spiders?
Oh, that type of fear. No, spiders is my worst ever thing.
Oh, you're not scared of something
I
then?
don't know. If I see a spider, I'll jump up and scream.
Spiders don't bother me in the slightest.
No, I can't do it with bugs, you know. I can't do it. I can't deal with it at all.
Mine's needles. I'm petrified of getting the vaccine because of it.
Mine's eels. I hate eels. And rats. I hate rats.
Yeah, I'm like that. Mice, rats.
Amy, would you say, and have to agree with me, that confrontation is probably your biggest fear?
I don't like it. I feel really uncomfortable. Like, it literally gives me palpitations.
Is there proper like communication between you and Seth? I didn't even know that was a thing.
We're not talking about negativity today, guys. Positivity, not negative. So I'm not going to come on here and say, but look, with me and Saf, honestly, like, she's been a friend. I think we might be going through a little bit of a blip at the minute. That's what I'd like to say. So hopefully one day me and Saf can obviously talk again, and that'd be lovely.
I'm not going to lie, I don't think anyone saw this one coming.
I've just been having a bit of a mare all day, to be honest.
What's happened?
Me and Francesca broke up.
I feel so sorry for her.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I thought that they were like in it for the long run. That's what they kind of look like.
They just seem together. They're so loved up. They was honestly like, I just looked at them and they'd make me happy, you know, because they're so loved for each other that I just, and when obviously she said they split up, I was really, really shocked.
The relationship that we was having in front of everyone else was a different relationship as what we was having when no one else was there.
You don't actually know what's happening behind closed doors.
So do we think that maybe Essex was a bit too much for Francesca?
I mean, she's from LA, so I'm going to say no. There's way more drama in LA than there is here.
I don't know about that though, Chloe, at the minute. There's loads of drama going on in Essex at the minute.
Chloe, if you were to speak to Demi now, is there any words of advice you would give to her?
I would just say, take each day as it comes. Time's a healer. And I always say this to my friends, you know, like one day she'll sit there and she'll look back and she'll be so happy and settled in her life, and she'll look back and she'll be like, that's why that happened, because I'm now here.
So, Roman, obviously we've seen you and Ella are moving very quickly, almost 100 miles per hour. So, do you think that this whole situation has kind of put you up a little bit to slow the wheel down, girl?
It ain't put me off in a fact, because I make my own choices at the end of the day. But me and Elle, we're just getting along. Like, I ain't looking for a relationship. She isn't. We're just enjoying getting to know each other. And at the minute, we're really close. So we'll just see what happens.
So it's obviously come to my favourite part of the episode of every week. It's time for the poll of truth. Roof. On this week's poll, we asked our socials to take storm and answer the fiery question we give to you all. Would you rather be dumped over text or dumped in person? Let a girl know.
I think it depends how deep it is. Like, if it's your proper relationship and you've been together and blah, 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 I think they owe you that to do it in person.
No, I thought they need to owe it to you anyway. Even if we did go on a few dates, they said, you know what, it's not really going to be working out. So
I don't know. Maybe if it's early days, maybe just over text so they like don't see me cry.
No, Towie, be the decent person and come to me and say, do you know what, I don't really want to be with you anymore. It's not really work out. That's fine. I'd understand that more than to text it, like, you know.
It's actually really hard having the breakup chat. I've had to break up with someone before. It is awful. I think it's almost worse than being the one that's broken up with.
All right, player.
You know me.
The results are in. Drum roll, please. 78% of our Towie followers told us that they would rather be dumped in person, face to face. So no more dumping over text, people. So old school. Thank you all for joining me on this week's episode of Towie Dragged Out. It has been a ball. So guys, if I don't see you through the week, I'll see you through the window. Goodbye, all of ya.
Bye.
If you want to be a part of the Essex clan, then you need to have an opinion. So go on, share it on the bottom. Let me know your thoughts. And until the next one, I'll see you there. Bye!